Wednesday morning. So you come out from geography and actually one of these little side streets up here, the cobbled side streets, got some interesting houses on them. And some of these are formerly part of the university, so they're accommodation or sometimes even departments of different type. But it's an interesting set of houses, you know, a little terrace there, but you know, very big. You've got like basements and 3 floors going up there on top of that. We look at that house there. So this, for example, is business change, you know, department and all that sort of stuff. And then up here you've got this very nice building, which I'm just going to go and walk past, which is actually not as old as it looks. I think it's about 1900 or something like that, but kind of built in an older style. As you can see there. I think it has got a big hall in there. It's called the Priory. I think it was originally built as an Anglican sort of priest training centre or something like that. I'll check it out, which is why there's a sort of chapel structure to it, I think. I'm actually just going to cut through a little road here on the side to pop up to my car. Yes, but there's some interesting buildings up here. It's a bit hidden away, so nobody would really, not many people get to see it up here. It's kind of hidden away. And then here, this is part of the NHS on campus here. I can't remember what unit this is, but yeah, it's nice building that. Yeah, so after that building was after about 30 or 40 years, I think, of use of the Anglican Training Centre, it that's the School of Law there. This is just the other side of where that Marks and Spencer's archive is, the other side of here. So this is just some of these buildings are actually from the old Leeds Grammar School, like some of these buildings here, which were then taken over by the university. Some of this is now business school. But I was just saying before in that video about that old building, which was the Anglican thing. It actually then became a sort of adult education centre owned by the University of Leeds. But actually the building now is under private ownership, but it's student accommodation. So it's quite a nice building to be in if you're a student at the university, I think. But yeah, so this is the back of what was Leeds Grammar School. Part of the chapel and things like that there, different buildings. Yeah, it's all been converted. So we're now coming towards the University Road sort of back entrance to the university. And if you follow it straight ahead down there, it takes you to the white Parkinson Tower. So this road here, if you go straight down there, it's barriered off, so it's not like a public road or anything, and it goes past departments like transport studies and other things. This is just walking down University Road. This was once the School of Agriculture, this building, quite a fine building, and of course that's where I started working when it was the School of Geography, but now it's Fine Art and Cultural Studies, the School of Fine Art, History of Art and Cultural Studies. Yeah, so these ones were 1879, basically the original part of the university. All these buildings here. This is St George's Field, which is around the back of the Fine Arts School there, which used to be geography. And this was actually a cemetery. Most of the gravestones have been removed now, not all. And lots of, you can see, former path now. So all these paths are actually some of these former gravestones. But there is still the kind of central mausoleum building there, and there are still some bigger monuments in different areas which are here, but it has obviously been decommissioned for many years now, and therefore, though it's kept as a green space and campus, because over there is all the kind of engineering buildings and things, and so this space can't be built on. You've got a student accommodation block there, and a lot of people just come out. As you can see, they're just sitting in the sun and things, getting a bit of fresh air, having a walk and things. So I've been sitting in the office all day, a bit of stimulation, a bit of fresh air, a bit of sunshine, that sort of thing. So you can see there are old gates to the cemetery there as well. Go through there, and this is the back of some of the engineering faculty blocks there, and you can see the Parkinson Tower through there as well. Kind of icon of the university. Go that way. Have a look at the plaque on this, and it says, near this place is buried John Atkinson Grimshaw, celebrated patron of city harbour scenes and moonlight. So we saw one of his paintings, a couple of his paintings, in the university gallery. There's lots as well in the Leeds City Art Gallery. So we'll just go through this little side path here, which connects through to where there's been some new developments and things here. I think this is the Bragg building, and it cuts through to kind of, you can join the main road up this way, but we're not going to do that. We'll actually cut through to the right and back through some of those old red brick parts. Tells you a bit about St George's Field, where we've just been on. 1833 cemetery. Yeah, so it tells you the Bragg building on the left, which is the new one, and then back through to where it was before. So that's the new building there, and then you've got the sort of old frontage here, which has been kind of brightened up, and now there's an access route. There didn't used to be an access route through there, off the main road, Woodhouse Lane, which goes past the university with all the buses and what have you. We'll just cut through this little bit here, which takes us back through to where like textiles and chemistry is and things, then back through to University Road again, and we'll go and have a look through there. Yes, that's part of chemistry there. Buildings. Media and Communication School in there. This was an extension of the dyeing department, 1900, this part. We'll go through this little archway, and then you go through another archway, which is where people take photographs at the back of the Great Hall. have graduation ceremonies and things. There's loads of people take photographs just outside this archway. Not this one I'm going through right now, but the next one. This little arch here. People take photographs there, and then outside this building here itself. Okay, I'm going to head back to my office now. I've got a meeting, and just have a little, showing you a little bit around while there's a little bit of sunshine, you know, since we've had such cloud over the past few weeks. Just thought we'd get out and see buildings lit up in the sun, the autumn leaves, that sort of thing. Pianos with plants growing out of them. There you go, not sure quite the utility of that. There you go. Right, so the street, which is very strange. You've got the old cobble street, the old terrace, but it's actually part of the university. These buildings are all a mixture of some offices as part of the university, some student accommodation as well. Yeah, so you have the kind of whole mixture of types of buildings in the university. You've seen the big concrete blocks and everything, but there, look, you know, undergraduate admission, student education service for Faculty of Arts, Humanities and Cultures, and that's just in here on this terrace. And then you can see different styles of houses, and then things joining things together to make departments and all that, and then newer buildings. It's a real mix. How the campus has basically expanded into the old streets and then taken over those streets, and then it's how do you make use of what were terraced houses, really. So these are kind of office space and departmental space here, and here, despite being, you know, parts of what were originally houses. Similarly there. So yeah, it's a really, when you look at it, it's an interesting mix of buildings that encapsulates the university. I'm just showing you like a little handful of them today. You know, old school buildings, old chapels, and then modern buildings amongst it.